Advanced Cancer, a Family Journey.
We were married for 51 and a half years. We have 2 daughters and we have 3 grandchildren.
My dad's just a hardworking family man with a really great sense of humor.
We used to always go by the creek and feed the ducks down there, and I would teach him how to dance around like a princess.
Sean lived for his family. Sean would say, we don't spoil them, we overlove them. We were leaving on the Thursday to go to Scotland, and I had gone to the doctor's office, and Dr. Prentice said, Margaret, I need to see Sean. He had the biopsy done, and the word came back that it was prostate cancer.
I do remember the moment and just being scared, and seeing my dad scared was hard.
Jennifer was always with us for our appointments. I realised I couldn't do it on my own. I said to Sean, "Why you?" And his response immediately was, "Why not me, Margaret?" He said, "I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid to leave my family."
I knew closer to when he passed away that things weren't good, and I knew that, we had all talked about what could happen. But in the present, I knew what was going on, and I think that for sure helped to know what state he was in and where my family was along the way.
There's ways for children to be involved that aren't scary. They wrote how they felt about my dad, and we signed a blanket and we wrapped him in love. And I think that that's helpful for them, helpful for everybody.
Sad as these things are to talk about, you have to talk about them.
Boy, when they talk about the stages of grief, they're not wrong. They're not steps that you take one step and then you're done. You go back and forth, feel sad, feel angry, but don't get stuck in that. I tend to not talk about things a whole lot. When I need to, I will. But I find for me, what's better is to put my thoughts down in words. There's actually a grief writing course that I'd love to take. I think that would be fantastic. It's an outlet because I know I have to get the emotions out, but I don't always want to do that in a very expressive way.
Sean was the strong one through all of this. He used to say that I am such a lucky man to have the support. But he supported us more than I felt we supported him.
Cancer wasn't the definition of my dad, and it wasn't the definition of how we existed.
People would say, "How are you, Sean?" Sean says, "I'm terrific." And then he would kind of say to me, "Except I've got cancer." That was him right up to the end.
Facing an advanced cancer diagnosis is challenging. But you, your friends, and your family can create a network of support to help ease the process. Talk to each other openly and honestly about the disease, what to expect, how you feel, and what helps you cope. There is life after losing a loved one. Encourage laughter and make room for fun. The Canadian Cancer Society is here to help. Visit cancer.ca or call us at 1-888-939-3333.